YouTube stream up. Let me start this YouTube stream up. I saw it 2 hours delay.
No.
What?
Someone's leaking in the basement. Like it was in the living room, so there's a pipe somewhere. It's leaking on the girl's bed.
On whose bed?
The girl's.
Okay.
I told him you were doing your thing. I have a bucket under it right now. I don't know what's above the bed.
Okay. Oh, man. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Jesus, Lord have mercy. Anyway. What's going on? Got a leak. I don't know what the fuck's going on with this shit, man. Anyway, has YouTube started? YouTube started? Rich, what's going on? Yeah, Rich, I showed Little Griff that. Like she was surprised, shocked. She didn't know what the hell was going on. But I appreciate you doing that. Like we were streaming, and then Rich came in the chat, said he's gonna save a goat. And I was like, okay. He was like, he needed a name. And I said, what the hell's going on? Oh, it's the school district. He needed a name. And he was like, I was like, Lil Griff, give me a name. And they said, Lil G. And so that was the name of he named the goat Lil G. He sent a picture. Hold on, let me find the picture. Can't believe I got a leak. Christmas right around the corner. Got a leak in the basement. This is just fucking great. This is just fucking grand. Hold on. Now, where's my mentions at? Oh, right here. But you tagged me in it, right? Here it is, right here. There it is, Little G. Little G, ladies and gentlemen. Little G, ladies and gentlemen. Little G. Shout out to Little G. Shout out to my man.
Why do you have so much cheese, Shayla?
Appreciate it. Now we have 6 goats. You have 6 goats? Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. How, do you go around saving goats, bro? Like, what's going on, man? You go around saving goats? That's nice, though. I appreciate you do that. Hold on. Let me pop out the YouTube stream. Pop out. Bang. Bang. Alright, there we go. We're good, ladies and gentlemen. We're good. 6 goats, 4 horses, 2 donkeys, and 8 dogs. Man, you must got a big farm, bro. Shout out to Rich Holly, man. Shout out Rich Holly for keeping it real, man. Appreciate you. All right, let's get to it. I gotta investigate a leak. So, Rich on the farm.
Okay, can I? Hello, how are you?
We were just in the same class in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Washington
So I'm supposed to remember you. Okay, can I tell y'all that this man just said, "Do you remember me?"
From 6th or 7th grade.
Make it make sense to me. He said we were in the same class in the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
Me, you, Naeem, and Sharice.
Okay.
He's being serious.
Yes,
though.
he
Are you
is.
being serious? I do not. I'm sorry. No,
Which
I
one?
don't remember the 6th, the 7th, or the 8th grade.
We were in the same class.
Okay.
Me, you, and
Well,
Naeem.
it's nice to meet you.
you.
Yo.
Sir.
Hello. Okay. All right.
Boy, I tell you. CEO of Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey puts man on blast for claiming they were classmates over 3 years. So I'm supposed to remember you? Imagine being so lost. You're a CEO of a company, and somebody like, yo, used to go say, you just put them down like that. Just to put them down like that. Nasty work, man. Absolutely nasty work. And then, man, we go to the park. Here we go, man. Jesus, Lord have mercy. Come on, stop. Stop. This CEO is not indicative of all black women. But she's indicative of the boule women. I'll tell you that much right now. Indicator of the boules. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Indicative of the boules. Guaranteed. Nasty. Nasty work. There's something else coming up. Y'all see this? Found not. Look at this, man.
Follows as to each count. On count one, it says, we, the jury, find the defendant not guilty. On counts 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, the verdict reads, we, the jury, find the defendant guilty. Of felony murder, 2 counts, aggravated battery, 2 counts, and cruelty to child in the 1st degree. Follows.
She swore she was getting off.
On count 1,
Sauce, what up?
it says, we, the jury, find the defendant not guilty. On counts 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, the verdict reads, we, the jury, find the defendant guilty. Of felony murder, 2 counts, aggravated battery, 2 counts, and cruelty to child in the 1st degree.
Isn't this the lady that killed that, Let me look up the story. She's a former Georgia beauty queen? "18-month-old son. Trini Pole." Come on, Muggs. Come on, Muggs. You stop. 30 years. Kid's name was Romeo. Pogue's boyfriend had left her alone with his son for about 30 minutes while he went to Walmart for drinks and pizza. As he returned, Pogue called him twice. Also pointed text message sent to her roommate, which was shown to jurors. And then she wrote about the toddler, he hates me and I hate him. Argued that Poe, who wanted to have a child of her own, killed the boy out of resentment. Never confessed. 30 years. How old was she? She was the reigning pageant winner of what? A Georgia beauty queen. That's crazy, man. This is crazy. That's crazy. It's a child right here. She was 18 years old. Oh, it wasn't her baby. That was his. Oh, man. That was his son. That wasn't her son. Wow. Wow. Damn, they stripped her of her title. Wow, wow, wow. Listen, there's a lot going on. A lot of crazy redacted stories.
No! You guys love Nazis. You guys failed to condemn. Praised Hitler. They invited people who call Jews cockroaches at this event. This is what this event represents. This is everything that this event represents. Shut the fuck up! You guys love Nazis. You guys fail to condemn Nazis constantly. This is what they love.
Nobody likes you.
I'll give this to you.
I'll have it.
Take it.
I'll take it.
Because this is what he is. This is what they are. They are all Nazis. And
I
they are happy.
wish.
He wishes
I
he
wish
was
Trump
exactly.
was a Nazi. I wish Trump was
He's
racist.
a disgusting.
Trump is not racist.
All right,
We're
we'll
not
say
associated
it.
with
the NYYs. We're
I'm
content
my own
traders.
thing, by the
We're
way.
our own thing.
Okay, so
I'm
thank
just
you.
saying. But this
So
guy's
these are
a
the people
faggot, and
who
everybody,
are invited
everybody
to the event.
knows it.
These are very clearly.
Hey, I actually got thrown out. Ask them. I got thrown out. So I didn't. Listen, they condemned me. They threw me
They
out.
did not condemn him. These are exactly.
Well, he's short. They didn't see him.
People are
They didn't even
disgusted.
snuck in.
This is
I'm a
the
silly
entire
little guy.
event. The entire event, they invited the alternative.
Well, this guy's a beta male. Nobody
They
likes
invited.
him. Dude, you're a faggot. Fuck you.
They invited fucking the pro-Hitler text guys. They invited the Jews are cockroaches guys. This is all they are.
I was learning the last.
Subversive, bro. Go back to Israel. Borders are racist, huh? Let's let everybody in. Borders are racist. Let everybody in. Let everybody in.
They having a white off.
Borders are racist, guys. Flood the country. 10 million Indians. Come on. Borders are racist. We got to let 10 million Indians in. That's what you're saying. Does Israel deserve a border? Does Israel deserve a border?
You guys gotta go.
Let what go?
All right, I'm taking this back.
I'm taking it. This is mine now.
Give them the swastika.
I want it.
We have plenty at home. We have plenty at home. We collect tons of them. Give them back to me. You guys are.
Does Israel deserve a border?
Because they're actually going to use this.
Are you
law.
Jewish? Are you Jewish?
Yes, I'm proud
Does
to be Jewish.
Israel deserve a border?
What are you talking about?
Do you think borders are racist?
Stop answering this piece of shit. Don't worry. You're
You
Jewish,
invited
too,
him
aren't
to your
you?
fucking
Kevin
club.
Smith, I get the fuck out of here.
You gave him a ticket to
Oh.
the fucking club.
Get the fuck out of here.
Walk the fuck out.
And he's part of the YR, though.
Is that Nick? Hold up. That's Nick. Hold up. That's Nick Fuentes right there. That's him. Look at him smiling. And that's, what's his name? Sneeko. Oh my God. That's crazy. He was calling somebody beta male, beta male. Got smacked right upside the face. Didn't do a goddamn thing. This motherfucker walked off fast as hell. Crazy work. While being surrounded by beta males. That's crazy. I just got smacked in the face. Like, who are you talking to? Why you do nothing? Nasty work, bro. That's absolutely nasty. There's more action. This is crazy.
Everywhere you fucking want, you ugly fucking Zionist. We will rid this country of fucking you by all fucking means.
What's your name again, Ken?
What's your name? Cunt!
Oh,
You fucking
get
cunt!
out! Hey, get out!
Fuck you, bitch!
Where is put this? A guy was ranting about the redacted people and Zionists, quoting Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens along the way, and the girl next to him intervened. If you don't believe Tucker and Candace are undermining America, you've lost the plot. Are they really undermining America? Are they really undermining America? I didn't know that many people pay attention to them, but they're saying this is the worst coin toss of all time, man. White man going crazy in these streets.
Black scientists by the
You can all blame.
black scientists by the name of Yaku.
They need real jobs again? Yeah. This is the worst coin toss of all time.
Would you do the honor? It is chaos. Army, you've won your time. Mr. President.
What is this?
It is chaos. Army, you've won your time. Mr. President.
What is that? He tossed it like a toddler. I know, I mean, probably he can't flick it because he got gloves on like that. I don't know. You gotta take your gloves off for a second, bro, and flip the coin. It's not, guy never flipped a coin ever in his life. That hair ain't moved though. Look at the hair. Look at his hair.
Mr. President.
Oh, it's moving a little bit.
It is chaos. Army, you've won your time.
Nasty, man. No human in history of the world has flipped a coin like this before. Unbelievable. Alright. This is something I tweeted earlier. Italian leather gloves lined with cashmere. There's a nasty narrative that people didn't fight back during chattel slavery, which is crazy because the brutality kept increasing because niggas was fighting back. I don't know. Is that true? No, somebody, Hotep Barney says. Uncle Hotep says slaves cried when bad news of master son dying during the war. And up from slavery, Booker T. Washington recalls that enslaved people often showed genuine sorrow when young men from enslavers' families were killed in the Civil War, despite their own bondage. He emphasizes that slaves frequently mourned alongside their masters, demonstrating complex loyalty and humanity even under oppression. And often asked how the slaves felt when they heard the death of a member of the master's family. I recall that at the time of the war, when the sons of the family went off to battle and news came that one of them had been killed, the slaves showed real sorrow. The older ones would often cry and moan, and the younger ones seemed to share in the grief. This was even true even though they knew that the death of the master's son might even mean freedom for them. If y'all haven't read the book Up From Slavery, I suggest it's like a must reading. But if you go back to this tweet, like, hundreds of slave folk rebellions, the rebellions over all the Caribbean, South Atlantic. We're talking about America here, but I'm going to disregard that. Our people never resigned themselves to slavery. Where are you from, Rhonda? ATL? We always fought back. That's why we're free today. You read that in college? The guerrilla wars. The regular runaways and revolts, and around and about. If you're learning about it from a white school, I don't know what that means. These things rarely happen. Slaves are. I don't think it really touched on that. It certainly touched on the Civil War. There were literal narratives about black enslaved women that learned herbs to poison slave masters, crushed glass to put in their food, Nat Turner. Or how about learning coding language can be ways to get free? Niggas don't be reading. That's the problem. I don't know. Like, I feel like I think we're playing into that. Like, sure, there was hundreds, I don't know about hundreds, but there was plenty of revolts. Maybe hundreds of revolts. But I don't think that represents I don't think that represents the normal feelings. I remember in that book Up From Slavery, after the Civil War was over and the North won, and I never forget, he was like, Booker T was like, all those slaves were hooting and hollering. They was like, yeah, we're gonna be free, yes, yes, yes. But then it dawned on them, what's gonna happen next? It dawned on them that they would have to take care of themselves. They would have to work. They would have to find places to live. They would have to learn how to read and everything else like that. And he said that after it was over, a lot of slaves went up to the plantation owners and said, "Yo, can we?" Yeah. And exactly what Mob D said. Some went back to Massa. Humans are complex, multifaceted beings. That's exactly correct. That's exactly correct. I just feel like the new blacks, they feel like in the absence of, of a civil rights struggle that, our boomer parents went through or stuff like that, they feel like this is a part of their blackness or something. I don't know what the fuck, man. It's just they're doing too much, but it is what it is. All right, man. I'm not gonna play any of the videos. There's plenty of videos out there. There's a shooting in Australia, Bondi Beach. Today.
We are satisfied that there were 2 offenders involved in yesterday's incident. One is deceased. The second is in critical but stable condition in hospital at the moment. The offenders are a 50-year-old and 24-year-old male who are father and son. The 50-year-old is deceased. 24
What's up, Jabbar?
24-year-old is currently in hospital at the moment. As part of the investigation, we conducted 2 search warrants last night, one at Bondi Rig and a second at Campsie. The 50-year-old male is a licensed firearms holder. He has 6 firearms licensed to him. We are satisfied that we have 6 firearms from the scene yesterday, but also as a result of the search warrant at the Campsie address. Ballistics and forensic investigation will determine this morning that those 6 firearms are the 6 that were licensed to that man, but also that they were used in the offence yesterday at Bondi. We will continue to investigate this matter thoroughly. It's important for the community to have the reassurance that New South Wales Police, working with our Commonwealth partners, will not stop until we understand the reasons behind this senseless incident and take any available action that we need to do.
How many people died from first Bondi Boo gets arrested and deported, now we have a shooting at Bondi Beach? Come on, Mob. And when you know it, a man saved everybody, disarmed him, a civilian named Ahmed Al-Ahmed, Arab. I think he's Christian though, but he's Arab.
Still he's in the hospital and we don't know. Still he's in the hospital and we don't know exactly what's going inside.
12 dead?
Said the doctor he's very okay. And next 2 hours they let us to go in and see Ahmed because he's still inside and he do the operation. But we hope he will be fine. He's a hero, 100%. He's a hero because what we see on the social media, he's 100% hero.
To his shoulder?
Yeah, he have 2 shots, one in his arm here and one in his hand.
And have you been able to talk to him today?
No, because I come when I see what's happening, and I come here to see him. But they said he's not allowed to go inside because he have to make operation, whatever. I'm still waiting to see him.
Well, there you go, some first-hand accounts. So that man was called Mustafa. He's the cousin of the man in the white shirt there who tackled one of the gunmen and then turned his own weapon on him to keep him on the ground for a brief few seconds and forced him to scamper off. This man has saved lives. Let's not make any mistake about this. He disarmed one of the gunmen. For saying he'll think he'll be okay. He's having surgery in the next 2 hours. There's poor Ahmed Al-Ahmed who's paid the price for his heroism, but no doubt saved many other lives. A fruit shop owner walking by who's just done.
Shout out to Ahmed. Yeah, that's unusually high, for these events. There he is again. War Monitor tweeted about it. Hold on.
Okay, so
I got one more thing to add about this story.
Now someone's...
I got one more thing to add about this story. I thought I had a bookmark on that. Hold on. Now, some people will say, why Australia? Why, what's going on? Why would, let me just bring this up, because this is September 21st, 2025, Australia formally recognized the state of Palestine as an independent and sovereign nation That was just in September. That was just in September. I just want to make, there's a comparison table. Australia, Canada, United Kingdom, United States, no. New Zealand, they're debating. Now, I only bring this up. I only bring this up
on August 17th, about 4 months ago, I sent Prime Minister Albanese of Australia a letter in which I gave him warning that the Australian government's policy was promoting and encouraging anti-Semitism in Australia. I wrote, "Your call for a Palestinian state pours full fuel on the anti-Semitic fire. It rewards Hamas terrorism. It emboldens those who menace Australian Jews and encourages the Jew hatred now stalking your streets. Anti-Semitism is a cancer. It spreads when leaders stay silent. It retreats when leaders act. I call upon you to replace weakness with action, appeasement with resolve. Instead, Prime Minister, you replaced weakness with weakness and appeasement with more appeasement. Your government did nothing to stop the spread of anti-Semitism in Australia. You did nothing to curb the cancer cells that were growing inside your country. You took no action. You let the disease spread. And the result is the horrific attacks on Jews we saw today. We saw an action of a brave man, turns out a Muslim brave man, and I salute him, that stopped one of these terrorists from killing innocent Jews. But it requires the action of your government, which you're not taking. And you have to, because history will not forgive hesitation and weakness. It will honor action and strength. That's what Israel expects of each of your governments in the West and elsewhere, because the disease spreads and it will consume you as well. But we are worrying right now about our people, our safety, and we do not remain silent. We fight those who try to annihilate us. They're not only trying to annihilate us, they attack us because they attack the West. In Syria, we saw yesterday 2 American soldiers killed and 1 American interpreter killed as well, killed because they represent our common culture. Now, as a result of this, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth said the following. He said, "Let it be known that if you target Americans anywhere in the world, you will spend the rest of your brief, anxious life knowing the United States will hunt you, find you, and ruthlessly kill you." We send our condolences to the people of America. And I want to say that our policy is exactly that policy. That's why those who target Israelis, target our soldiers, try to kill them or try to hurt them and wound them, as happened in Gaza yesterday, we take action. They will spend the rest of their brief, anxious lives knowing that Israel will hunt them, find them, and ruthlessly dispose of them. That is American policy. This is Israel's policy. It's our policy in Gaza, in Lebanon, anywhere around us. We do not sit by and let these killers kill us.
He was definitely talking heavy. He definitely was talking heavy. Definitely talking heavy. Also was a shooting in Brown University yesterday. I mean, that was Friday night?
Now someone's in custody. How you all are working together to garner that information.
Custody is the wrong word.
Someone being detained, rather.
Correct. And so, yeah, someone being detained, it led us to that point as far.
Now someone's in custody. How you all are working
This is
together
crazy
to
hot,
garner
Mike.
information. Someone being detained, rather.
Correct. And so, yeah, someone being detained.
Do we know who this person is that shot Brown University? Oh my gosh. Do we know? It's easy to talk when your big brother's the biggest on the block. Dolph said the same thing to Poland. Come on, man. Chill with your party. Oh my gosh. So we've had a lot going on. There's a lot of stuff going on. They said it posted was a student. I've seen you're saying that this guy, I've seen this guy's name come up. Benjamin Erickson? United States Army? Now they're saying the attack occurred in the classroom of Rachel Friedberg, a faculty associate program of Judaic Studies. She previously spent 4 years teaching at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. Cyber warfare officer? I don't know if this is the person. I don't know if this is the person.
How does that happen? Would they take President, with all due respect, 6 hours after this shooting, and you said you don't know what was going on in that classroom? How does that happen? Were they taking an exam? Were they meeting for a club?
I don't know. I don't know.
6 hours later, and you're the president, and you don't know.
I do not know.
Oh, that's kind of concerning. President, with all due respect, 6 hours after this shooting, and you said you don't know what was going on in that classroom? How does that happen?
Cash and them boys been dropping the ball? Or it could be Cash and them boys putting them work. Stay woke. It could be either way. You never know. Sorry, Bruce, to breeze through this stuff, man. I gotta investigate something in the house. Yo, this kills me though. This is Erica Kirk, and I guess she was engaged before, but I guess they didn't get married. It fell apart. They broke up. Some other guy, I forget. You know what kills me though? Where's this? You're telling me those leather pants survived 2 marriages? You think it was 80%? It was a white boy that did it. 40% T? Possible Asian? I don't know. Is it coincidence that it was a Judaic Studies seminar? She loved the leather pants. Some people like a look. They get a look and they just run with it. They get a look and just run with it. I don't know. But this has been going crazy. Here it is again. Wait.
The mayor stated we have detained someone of interest. Again, my condolences and thoughts and prayers with the families that were impacted by these actions. So yeah, the mayor stated we have detained someone of interest, but I respect and to protect the integrity of the investigation, I would only be limited in my details. The next process for us is what we do best, and our detectives is to coordinate with the prosecutors, to collect evidence, to conduct interviews, and then from there, we'll be able to, when it's appropriate and accurate, to share more details with you all. But I'm pleased to say that the mayor stated the collaboration between our federal partners, our different municipalities in the state, it's all hands on deck. And, you know, when there's incidents in the city that shock the conscience, we know for a fact that we just step up. And the federal agents, our federal partners, I want to thank them for their assistance, but as well, every single municipality, the state police, and every other chief in the state. We came together as a small state. It impacted a lot of us, the incident that occurred. And so, again, I'm just happy to share with you that we're in the process now of coordinating with prosecution, conducting interviews, and being able to collect evidence so that we can protect the integrity of the investigation and that we can hold the individuals accountable for their actions.
It's crazy. They just say detained. They must not have too much on them, but the volume is low. Sorry about that. Stop. He didn't really say that much. Let me try it.
We've been very clear on our stance. Israel, Jewish people. It's awful. Awful. Anti-Semitism is what healing factor comes out of hating Jewish people? What healing factor comes out of hating Christians? What healing factor comes out? Hate in general. Nothing. Nothing. Charlie always would say very clearly, Jew hate was brain rot. He would always say it. We've been to Israel twice together. And to be able to walk in the place where our Lord walked and see the Bible come to life in Technicolor, how could you hate that place? How could you hate the Jewish people?
Wish you would lay off the eyeliner? Come on, Mop. Come on, Mop. Come on, man. Stop. Stop. Stop.
3 years that she was president of that organization, they were $1 million in the hole every single year. In 2022, she paid herself $250,000 that year and claimed on the tax forms that she was working an average of 30 hours a week for Blexit. This is while she was doing her Daily Wire show every week. And I want you to go and look at her platform during 2022. Was she even ever mentioning Blexit during that time? Because she's like basically abandoned that mission. Yet she claims she was working 30 hours a week for Blexit. And then you can look this up. All of this is public knowledge. Go to ProPublica. It's a place where you can look up Form 990s, where you can look up the tax returns on these nonprofits. That year, Blexit spent $800,000 on social media fundraising. And then she also spent another $380,000 on security. These are donor funds. And when I was volunteering for Blexit, we were doing events like delivering meals and lunches to police stations. She was never part of those things. What she was part of was the Blexit rallies, where she was flying in private jets to these rallies, using donor funds to fly in private jets. And you're gonna be like, oh, you're just a hater. You're just a hater for doing this. Wait a second. Didn't Candace go after Kimberly? Didn't Candace go after Kimberly Klasick for doing these same things? Isn't she demanding Turning Point to be very transparent about their funds and their fundraising? Yet she is allowed to operate Blexit in the hole by -$1 million every single year for the last 3 years she has it, and then just pawn it off to Turning Point USA? Yeah, in 2023, Turning Point USA became, they took over Blexit because Candace couldn't run it. She was running it into -$1 million every year. In fact, that 2022 it was -$1.7 million. You can go and fact check every single thing I have just said to you. Go to ProPublica.org, look up Blexit organization. Candace, did you lie? Did you lie in 2022 about working 30 hours a week for Blexit. I'm just asking questions.
Oh Lord. This is what happens when Candace becomes a grift. This is what happens when HJ launches the Candace grift. You know, people just gonna start coming out the woodwork with their Candace stories and stuff like that. I'm surprised he don't got his Candace story up, man. I'm waiting for him. He's gonna drop his Candace story soon. Every interaction somebody has with her is gonna be a story. It's gonna be a grift. Anyway, I gotta get out of here. I gotta check. I got a leak downstairs. I gotta check out. I hope it's not too bad. Oh my God, this is just ended up being a crazy year, end of the year. I hope it's not too terrible, but so I'm gonna have to cut it short tonight. Did my Broncos win? Broncos win? Anybody know? Can I get a man, Sixers down by 4. Uh-oh, we're up 1. We're up 1. Come on, Bo, take him home. Anyway, I gotta get out of here. Thank y'all for coming through tonight. Sorry I gotta cut it short. And I'll talk to y'all later. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow morning. I'll be on my road to work probably, unless this, I don't know, unless I can get somebody to come out tomorrow. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.